Welcome back again to Joe Stunner Boxing. Thank you for joining me yet again. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. You can hit the like button. Any help you can give this channel, like I always say, it's always appreciated. And I mean that genuinely, you know. Okay, so I've just seen the headline act for the PBC Heavyweight Showdown. And it was quite an interesting fight. It was between Luis Ortiz, King Kong, who's 42 years old, allegedly, going on 150, and Charles Martin, who has always been a bit enigmatic, picked up the IBF belt on an injury, lost it immediately to Anthony Joshua. But since then, he's got Manny Robles in his corner now. And since that shattering blowout, he seems to have improved a lot, Charles Martin. He did lose to Adam Karadaki, but I think that was a confidence thing. He lost the first half of that fight, won the second half, but could have, with a bit more confidence, probably have beaten Karadaki, who's since been exposed a couple of times by Robert Helenius. Ortiz, we know about 2 defeats on his record, both knockouts at the hands of Deontay Wilder. And to be honest with you, I'll be honest with you, I thought Martin would stop Luis Ortiz late, and he almost did stop him because he floored him twice. Now Martin, I think this was weirdly, although he got stopped in the 6th round, he got knocked out in the 6th round, up to that point this was Martin's best performance because he was very, very busy. They're both southpaws. Martin was very, very busy. He was giving Ortiz plenty to think about, not letting him get set. Ortiz, as the older man, I mean, even if he is just 42, that's still pretty old. He wasn't letting him get set. Martin was doing well with the range. He was just a lot busier than I've seen him before. And he was quite accurate with his punches. He's not the most talented heavyweight out there, Martin, but he seems to be maximising the ability that he has. He maximises his potential, which is all any fighter can ever do. So in the second round, he floors Ortiz with a sort of chopping, like a sort of guillotine punch, a sort of overhand southpaw left, catches Ortiz on the top of the head and puts him on the floor, sort of sits him down. I think he went down to one knee, if memory serves. And he wasn't hurt at all, Ortiz. He got up and he was kind of smiling, but it was a knockdown. It was a legitimate knockdown. He comes back, Ortiz. It's not bad. He has little patches where he looks very aggressive and he puts Martin on the back foot. But Martin was generally handling those little spurts of pressure well. And then, was it the 4th round? Right at the end, Martin catches him again. And this time it's with a jab that clips, sort of slices against Ortiz's jaw, and puts him over. And again, he gets up. This is right at the end of the 4th round. I mean, there's only 10 seconds left, maybe. He gets up. He's not particularly hurt, but the fact that when Martin is connecting, Ortiz is hitting the floor, that's rather telling because old fighters, you know, the punch resistance tends to go. And Martin has got reasonably heavy hands, but he isn't what you'd call a one-punch knockout artist. But when he was connecting with Ortiz, Ortiz was on the floor. So, 5th round, I mean, I thought Martin won that. I thought he was still doing a lot of good work. Now, between the 5th and the 6th round, his corner said to him, "You're doing really well. You're boxing beautifully. Keep it up, blah, 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 blah." But as we know, especially with the heavyweights, one punch can change everything. And in the 6th round, there was a left cross from Ortiz that literally separated Martin on his feet from his senses. So Martin it's almost like Terry Harper when Alicia Baumgartner chinned her and she was out on her feet, she sort of turned sideways. This was a very similar thing, but it was in the corner, whereas Harper had been caught in the middle of the ring and the referee jumped in and saved her. The referee in this fight didn't do this. Martin sort of dropped his hands, was clearly out on his feet, turned sort of half turned to his side, and Ortiz just railed after him and he just battered him. And it ended up with Martin he got his arm caught between the top two ropes, and he was just hanging there looking out into the crowd. And it's clearly a knockdown, and the referee began counting, but then interrupted his count to untangle Martin's arm, which I thought was an odd thing. Why did he do that? That's not his job. It's up to Martin to at least stand up and try and undo himself. But anyway, even if the referee did give Martin a few extra seconds and a bit of a helping hand, or literally a helping hand, didn't do him a lot of good, because Ortiz chased after him, landed further punches. Martin, fair play to him, he tried to fight back. He was determined not to go anywhere, but he got knocked down again. I can't remember the exact punch. He got up, his face was bloody, nose and mouth bloody. He didn't look steady at all. He didn't really look steady since that first knockdown. And had he not been given those extra few seconds, I think if his arm hadn't been caught between the ropes, I think the referee would have assessed it and might have stopped the fight there and then. But he allowed it to go for another minute or so. But the second knockdown, the referee looked at Martin, and although Martin protested, the referee stopped the fight. He said, no more. And I can understand that. I don't think it was a premature stoppage. Martin did protest. He was like, what are you doing? But it was from out of nowhere, from losing the fight, Ortiz landed a hellacious punch and then capitalised on the damage he'd done. And yeah, he kind of pulled it out of the bag, to be honest with you, because it was by no means a great performance by Ortiz. Very, very patchy indeed. And weirdly, Martin looked better than he'd ever done until that end round, the sixth round. But yeah, I don't really see where Ortiz goes from here. Who's he going to fight? Maybe another PBC fighter? Maybe Frank Sanchez? Yeah, it's an awkward one, this. They might put him in with Kaunaki when they bring Kaunaki back. Maybe Hellenius, I don't know. But anyway, did you see the fight? Where does Charles Martin go from here? He looked pretty good, looked pretty decent. Yeah, they'll keep recycling these PBC heavyweights. They'll fight each other. It's like a little in-house UFC model. So they'll always get work, but whether they're going to make a beeline for any world titles or not, I'm not convinced. I think Ortiz is, he's got something left, but 42 minimum. I don't really see him going anywhere. Martin, likewise, good top 15 heavyweight. Not bad fighter, but where's he going from here? I don't really see many options for him. Let me know what you think. Did you see the fight? If so, leave your comments. Let me know what you think. I'm always interested to hear other people's opinions, especially when I say, I hadn't thought of that. It's interesting when someone puts an idea in your head and you think, oh yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, leave your comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you could. I'd really appreciate that. Hit the like button. I always appreciate anything. Just hit the like button. It's free. And thanks for joining me. And I will speak to you again sometime. In the meantime, you take care. Bye-bye for now.